Coming through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Yeah, you. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What it do, boo? Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey, boo. Happy Monday, Grand Risings. You made it through the weekend, which means you got another opportunity. Let's get right into it this morning. I know you hear this voice a little deep, it's a little raspy. I'm going to tell you, I've been up since 2 a.m. this morning. Because sometimes, not only as a boss, but as a stroke survivor and as a woman, your mind just go and you can't sleep because things just always come up. So, and then pain, it does what it does and it keeps your body up. But I'm not here to talk about that. I just wanted to give you a heads up to why you will not have the typical joyful joy today. Because in leadership and in life, it's not always pretty. And sometimes um, you don't sleep well and you have rough nights, but that doesn't mean you get to take your rough night out on people. That's what I'm saying. In leadership, that's we just can't do that. But before we even get into all of that, I just wanted to, like I said, let you know of why the energy is a slight different because I still showed up. Okay, I still showed up, and I'm gonna still give you a smile because I'm blessed by the best and I'm breathing. But before we even get into that, we got to talk about the things that I always talk about because it's so important. But today we're going to shift it a little differently and we're going to go backwards. So, right now, we're going to talk about the SAMHSA, which is the Drug and Alcohol Hotline. Again, everybody is battling something and there's no judgment, just resources. So the number is 1-800-622-4357, where you can get the help that you need. I encourage you to reach out to them. And before we go any further, here's my next topic. We got to talk about it. It's going to be quick because you already should know these things. Because again, guys, each one, reach one, teach one. That's what it's all about. Encouraging, empowerment, and knowledge so that we can do better and grow better. Track. Track is taking your meds regularly. The R, regular exercise, 20 minutes a day can keep a heart attack away. The A, your no, that's add more healthy foods to your diet. Remember, all the colors matter. I know a lot of times we get picky with the things we want to consume because somebody forced us to eat stuff all our lives. But once you hit a certain age, you need what you need. So I encourage you to add more healthy foods to your diet. Also add some vitamins to your repertoire. Then the C is check your ABCs. What is your ABCs? That's your A1C, your blood pressure, and your cholesterol. All those things are important factors to keeping your numbers down. And if you keep your numbers down, not only with diabetes, that'll help prevent a stroke. Stroke awareness, and I'm a stroke survivor. I would never want this to happen to anybody. And then the K is kicking the smoking habit. Gotta tell you about kicking the smoking habit. It's a real life thing. It's a hard thing, but it's a necessary thing. You might fall off a couple times, but that's okay. Just keep getting back on the horse, and eventually you will get to where you want to be. Never give in to giving up on you. Know that you are important in everything that you do. Nobody's perfect. We all are going to fall short, but that's how you grow and learn more and do more when you actually just accept what it is. Kick that smoking habit. 988, the suicide hotline. Mental health is real health, and the numbers are rising because we are not being honest about what is. And we're going through things alone when nobody should really do life alone. So don't feel like you have to do life alone. Don't feel like you're weak or you're less than because you need help. We all need some type of help. So I'm encouraging you to get the help that you need and reach out either on their website, 988lifeline.org, or you can text or call the 988 number and get the help you need. These are trained professionals that can help you get where you want to go. And then, of course, be faster. Balance, eyes, face, arm, speech. It's time for emergency response. So if you notice any of these things are off in anybody that you're around, in any capacity, because remember, everybody bodies work different. So just make sure you're observant and move when you need to move and do what's necessary to help the people. But let's talk about it. So the point behind straight talk is to be honest, to be real, and to let people know that it ain't always pretty. It ain't all bad either, but it ain't always pretty. And today is one of those days where it's not pretty. Got a toothache, didn't sleep well, body aching, things are going on, there's a shift. But I showed up, and through me showing up, I'm still giving love and joy to people. I've talked to people and already put some good vibes out there. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because oftentimes when people have rough days, other people get to experience your rough day because of how you treat them. Is it fair to them? No. Did they create your bad day? No. But you're taking it out on them. We're not understanding why. It's important to understand that you're going to have good days or moments and bad ones. It's not really a bad one, it's just a different one, a feeling that needs to be understood. And right now, for example, my body is experiencing things that I don't know what's going on yet. But through exercising and meditation and breathing and all the things are getting better. So um, I wanted you to know that that's just real life. And in leadership, like I said, oftentimes your employees or the people that works around you usually get the brunt of your lack of sleep, and that's not okay. So know that it's okay to not be okay. First and foremost, we're all around here trying to wear these smiles and all these things, but when do we call a thing to say, I'm not okay today, I need some help, I need some resources, can you help me? But everybody has been making people feel less than, so now there's a lot of fear, or what's the word, stroke brain. That's actually trauma brain. I found out you forget things because of trauma. But anyway, what was I saying? Lord have mercy. This is part of what happens when you don't sleep. And you've been up since 2 a.m. and now it's 9 a.m. So, it is what it is. But this, the biggest point I'm making is as a leader, you still show up. When you show up, you don't take your frustrations or your hard days out on the people who are around you. It is your responsibility to still show them that you can still function properly and professionally despite what it is that you went through in the middle of the night, because life don't care about what you're going through. The people you work with don't care about how you slept. They just want you to treat them like they people. So that's the most important part. You know, I think oftentimes we think we need to always put on this face of I'm good. And you don't have to do that. But what I will say to that is, um, speaking of leadership, this is exactly why people of a different ability are the greatest leaders. We already know how to adapt, to pivot, to push through, to rise, to show up again and again and again. That is a strategy, an ROI strategy to be exact. To hire more people who have limitations or disabilities is good for you. Because when you're hiring adaptive people, you create adaptive environments and communities and workspaces where everybody can start to feel valued, seen, appreciated, loved, you know, worthy, and accepted. All things that inclusion represents. And somewhere along the line, we got in our heads that inclusion means including sexual things as far as like how people want to label themselves and all that. And it's like, who really cares? I mean, if I may be honest, who really cares? Because nobody really cares who you sleeping with and what really you got between your legs, because that's your business. That's between you and the creator. But true inclusion means nobody of any ability feels left out, that they feel unseen, that they feel unheard, undervalued, underappreciated. Nobody should feel that, especially in a workplace or in a community or in an organization. Everybody matters, which is exactly why Strengthen You is building this brand like this so that I can create inclusion, everyone access for everybody. You know how many times I walked up to a door without a button with the only good hand I got and it's full? So now I'm trying to figure out how to get in this door. That's traumatizing. And just imagine that on top of a day like this. Because we all know a lack of sleep on top of pain has the ability to change not only your emotions that day, but your life. It changes you overall. Because anybody who's going through this much is feeling a lot. So when they reach a door that they can't get in, imagine what that does to them. Imagine what it does to somebody's psyche. When they're already in a lot of pain, they already haven't slept. They pull up to this place that give them parking, but that's all they give them. There's no button to get in the building. And if by chance somebody come out the building and let them in, don't let them have to go to the bathroom. Because if they got to go to the bathroom, there's not going to be no access for them. There's no button to get into a bathroom most times. And God forbid there are two people with a different ability or disability. And there's only one of those stalls. Somebody just may have an accident. Which again, mental health. See how things play into one another? Everything kind of goes hand in hand. It works for the good. That's what it's supposed to do, right? So that means we need access. People are struggling every day just to feel at home and safe in their own bodies. So imagine how they feel in this world that wasn't built for them. Or shall I say, built for us. Because I'm one. And that's why it's important. And this episode is a highlight to leadership. It's a highlight to tiredness. It's a highlight to resilience. It's a highlight to everything. And that's why it's just straight talk today. Because we're just talking about what it is. I'm going through life and I'm watching other people go through life. And nobody knows which way to go. Because everybody's lost access to the thing that matters to them most. We worried about all the wrong things with these bathrooms, not the size of them. I mean, with the transgender bathrooms and all the things that don't really matter. But helping somebody build their self-esteem by giving them access into a building, that's not important when it really is the most important. Because can you imagine how many people don't even leave out of their home because they feel like there's no space for them? But Strength in You is here to change that. We're going to create space. We're going to kick down doors, not in a bad way. Actually, we're going to build doors. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build the right doors. Because again, the biggest thing is access and inclusion. And the other big thing is, even on your hard days, show up. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't take your moments out on nobody. And if you do have a human moment, because you are human, own it. Apologize. That's the best thing for anybody. But we've gotten so far away from just, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Because pride has gotten away. And we've lost our humility. So it's important that you do some self-reflecting sometimes and check yourself. Because you never know who was just crying before they walked through the door and they just pulled it together. And your words could either make them or break them. So as a leader, make sure you speak in life into your people. Make sure you speak in life into your family, your friends, not even just, matter of fact, as the leader of yourself, make sure you are speaking kindly to you. We are so busy being our biggest critics that we forget all the great things that we possess. So lead yourself with the right words. Lead your spirit, lead your heart, lead your people. And it all starts with how you talk to yourself. Do you speak life into you? When's the last time you looked at yourself and said, I love you? If you haven't did that recently, you should do it today. Because the world already has enough pain, agony, anxiety, hurt, negativity to go around. So you criticizing yourself don't make it no better. Lift you up because you matter. Oh, my tooth is hurting. You matter. It's so important that you lift you up. Remember that. Now, other thing, random. Another thing I want to tell you, as a stroke survivor, don't quit. I was gonna tell you about some of the woes and the things, but the main thing I'm gonna tell you is, do you know 95 million people in the United States have suffered or dealt with a stroke? That means that's 95 million people who woke up different, who bodies was like, I'm not doing this anymore, who brains said, I'm gonna take a break, and they had to relearn. So that's why the event on May 29th, the stroke experience, is so important. It's a scary experience. And I know normal people don't want to experience it. But see, when you experience something, you can start to understand. Because how can you experience something you never experienced? Did I say that right? I think. How can you understand something you never experienced? It's hard to understand something you never had to understand. But in that experience, it'll teach you. It'll give you some empathy and some clarity, some understanding. It will humble the hell out of you, okay? For real, for real. Very humbling experience. And it's a necessary experience. Hi, Wreck-It Ralph. Hey, David. Hope you feel better sleep tonight. I hope so too, friend. I hope so too. Thank you. Hey, Tony. How you doing, honey? We're talking about showing up anyway. We're talking about through pain, a lack of sleep, all the things you show up anyway. And one of the things that I'm understanding is sometimes when you up late at night, that's because the creator is trying to talk to you. And that's the only time it's quiet. And your brain is off enough for you to listen. At sometimes. And then other times, there are things going on in your body that wake you up out your sleep. And then there are other times where your brain is just everywhere. But even still, you show up. And when you show up with a light. Because you got your own light. Everybody has their own special. And even on those dark days, that special still exists inside of you. So it's up to you if you're going to choose, because remember, everything is a choice. So you can either choose to let the fact that you didn't sleep well and that you're in pain and that you got stress and then your relationship, whatever the thing is, you can choose to let that keep you angry, sad, bitter, whatever the word. Or you can be honest about what it is and choose happy. And sometimes you have to choose happy over and over again on purpose. On purpose with purpose, because the days that's coming around ain't always happy. The people around you ain't always making it easy for you to be happy. Things that's going on in your circle don't make it easy to be happy. But everything in this life is a choice. Even how you perceive whatever it is that you're going through. Because again, I don't know if you remember when I told you, most of the things that we go through is not stuff that's happening to us, it's actually happening for us. And it gets greater later. But you won't know it until you just be still and trust what is. That's what you, it's a must do. You have to trust that what's for you gonna be for you and it's coming. And troubles don't last always. Even the lack of sleep ain't gonna last always. The body pain ain't gonna last always. Nothing lasts always. It's temporary. So whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, it's temporary. Show up anyway. Show up with a smile. Show up with integrity. And lead people the way they deserve to be led. And when I say lead people, lead yourself how you deserve to be led, with grace, with mercy, with honesty, with truth, with resilience. And if you're a leader with a company hearing this, hire people with different abilities. You you really should. It's not a charity. It's actually a strategy. How is it a strategy? Because as I told you earlier, we already know how to adapt. We already know how to problem solve. We already know how to pivot. We already know how to get up and get what's necessary. See, that's an ROI strategy. Hiring people like me. Who you think they got something to prove to? Themselves. The world already questioned it. So now we're proving to ourselves what we can do. So that means they're going to work even harder than the able-bodied person because they fought to get here. So just imagine what productivity would look like in your business, in your life, in your circle, if you just accept people for where they are. That's the basis of it. If you accept people for where they are, you can appreciate what they bring to the table. That is crucial. And let me just again remind you, every day won't be rainbows and unicorns. But if you woke up with breath in your body, that's the win. And then when you're in a lot of pain, remember, everybody couldn't feel. I don't know if I said that right because I didn't want to open my mouth too wide. It hurt. Everybody can't feel. I remember when I couldn't feel on the left side. So I'm trying to embrace all of this. But I'm excited, y'all. On a happier note, I'm pivoting. Strengthen You is officially a 501c3. And if you want to partner, donate, collaborate, all the things, Strengthen You is here for it. And it ain't going to always be pretty. But Strengthen You will always show up for you, reminding you of your greatness and what we can get accomplished together. My brain is fogged up right now from the lack of sleep. So as you can see, I'm talking all over the place. I had a whole structure that I lined out. And again, life don't always work out according to plan. And when it don't, you pivot and keep it moving and understand that this is life. It will be itself. And when life show up, you show up too. Understanding that it ain't gonna be no perfect ride. But you must keep going forward. Because how can you know what's for you if you stand still? Forward is the key. So you'll know what's meant for you is for you. It's right there waiting for you. You just have to keep going. And you know what helps you keep going? Your resilience. But resilience needs community. So get your community and let them help keep you upright on those days when you don't feel right. Remember, everything happens for a reason. You're here on purpose with purpose. I love you, and you matter. Never give in to giving up on you. Subscribe to my newsletter. Check out my brain. Check out all the things, guys. Next week will be better. I'm claiming it. Until then, bye. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. We hit you with that strength in you. We hit you with that strength in you. You got your motivation, you got your inspiration, you got the fuel to feed, hey, every nation. You came through, we strengthen you. You came through, we strengthen you. You got the fuel to do what you do, hey, do it true. We strengthen you.